Hi everyone, this is Learning with Mr. Q. This video is part of a series on the FSA Math Practice Test questions. And so we're going to look at number 10. And so if you want to find these questions, you can find them on the Florida Department of Education. Just do a Google search, typing in Math FSA Practice questions for grade 4, and you should be able to find these questions. So if you get to number 10 though, and you're not sure how to solve it, that's what this video is for. And so we'll just kind of walk through it step by step. And so we'll start by reading the question. Daniela fills a container with soil by using a bowl. The bowl holds 3/4 cup of soil. Daniela uses 13 full bowls of soil to fill the container. Well, how many cups of soil does the container hold? All right, so it's really important that we understand what's happening. If we can kind of visualize and paint a picture in our head as we're reading the word problem, that's really helpful. It's like a reading skill, right? You want to visualize what you're reading. So I can see that there's a person that's filling a container. It's a pretty big container with soil, and she's using a bowl, and the bowl can only hold a little bit of a little amount of soil at a time. And so she has to keep filling that bowl up to fill the whole entire container, right? And so it says Daniela uses 13 full bowls because that bowl, like I said, it can only hold a little amount of soil. So she has to keep filling it to fill the entire container that she has. So if you're not sure what to do when you're reading a word problem, if you're not sure what the math is, I always recommend you do the model. It's an M&M strategy, or you've probably heard the phrase, when in doubt, draw it out, right? All right, so what I have here, I can see that I have 13 full bowls, right? So I got 13 full bowls. And so if I just draw 13 circles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And I know that each bowl holds 3/4 cup. And so if I go ahead and write that in, let me write this a little smaller actually. So 3/4, 3/4, and you're probably already starting to see, oh, now I know what I need to do. I can see the math starting to become a little clearer, right? If you notice, there's a fraction that's being repeated. And I know exactly how many times to repeat it. I'm repeating it 13 times. And so there's that phrase that, if you heard carefully, we're repeating 3/4 13 times. And so we are multiplying 13 times 3/4. Or you're just adding 3/4 13 times. It's just repeated addition. And that's really what multiplication is. It's just repeating a number over and over and over again, right? And so if I just multiply that, 13 times the 3, because we don't want to change the denominator. You only do that when you're trying to find an equivalent fraction, because the bowl can only hold 3/4. So that's the amount that the bowl can actually hold. I can't change that amount. Now, how many times did I have to scoop it? That's what multiplying 13 times 3 actually is helping us find. So if I multiply 13 times 3, well, that would be 39. And so my answer is 39/4. How many cups of soil did the container hold? Well, it held 39/4 cups of soil. And so now what I want to do is put that answer on my grid response. And so we start always on the left-hand side, and I write 39 and then my fraction symbol. And so you want to make sure when you put the fraction symbol, you go from corner to corner. You don't want to go straight up and down, because that will look like a 1, right? If I put a fraction symbol going straight up and down, you might think that you wrote a 1 there and accidentally bubble in the 1. So if you just make sure you go from corner to corner, and then you can write your denominator and then go down each column and bubble it in. So I have 3, 9, and then I go all the way up for the fraction symbol, and then fourths, and there you go, 39/4. Well, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching Learning with Mr. Q.